Okay. That's kind of gross, Donnie Dello says. No! And, just like that when Donnie says, no, I don't want to clean the chicken coop. It smells like sweat. And then Mikey says, and they have giant spiders. They're so big, they play the flute just like Anna. Come on, Donnie, follow me. And then Mikey says, how do we hide? There's no doors. Ralph is going to make us clean the chicken coop. And then Donnie says, I know, we'll climb up a tree. And then Mikey says, or maybe we could climb up a tree and then hide in a log. How's that? And then Donnie says, I don't know. I've never been in the wilds before. Have you? Or when Mikey says, help! Ghost attack! And then Ralph says, Mikey! And just like that when Ralph says, Mikey, what are you doing? You're going to wake her up. And then I said, what's all the noise? Then Mikey said, nothing. And then I said, oh, right. But why was the door locked? And then Mikey says, there's a ghost in our sewer. You had to get us out of here. And then I said, whoa. Calm down, Mikey. There's no ghost. Or when I said, guys, how's Ralph doing? And just like that when I said, guys, how's Ralph doing? And then Mikey says, just gotta wake him up. Rise and shine, dude. Mikey, that's not working. And then Mikey says, let me think. How do I wake him up? Or when I said, well, turtle dudes, you know who it is. And then Mikey says, who are you? And why are you wearing a headband and the glasses? That's right, I said, well, turtle dudes, you know who it is with the glasses on. It's me. Or when Donnie says, he's got me by the head. And then Mikey says, don't worry, Donnie, I'll save you. And then Donnie says, not like that. Or when Mikey says, Anna, we have a problem. That's right, I said, why? And then Mikey says, we might have accidentally shrunk your clothes. They shrunk because we left them in the dryer too long. And then Donnie says, yeah, we were about to do my work and then your clothes got shrunk in the dryer. We left them in the dryer too long by accident. Or when Mikey says, time to sweep things up.